just a moment ago, this house had no signs of human life in it. But now I can feel someone standing directly ahead. Okay. What form of clothing do you think the teacher is going to be in? Is it going to be in her PJs? Full suit? Or underwear? I'm not getting a response.
Gold dust!
Black Zephyrus 89 says, uh-oh. Standing and looking down at me. Fidgeting nervously, I put down my pen. Raised my head slowly. And saw a white...
That's racist. See? He's racist. He saw.
Yeah, we saw a white.
Racist bastard.
Black Zephyrus 89 says, Bionic, please. Slender?
See? See? See how good I am? Don't you ever question me again.
Ankle?
Loose women.
PJs! She's in her PJs. Also, the color correction's all off. Hold on, let me try to adjust this.
Oh damn, her panda's showing.
Ah. Color correction. Yeah, there we go. Black Zephyrus 89 says Slender Man.
Ooh, sensei, eh?
Shocked, I shot my head up there, and there, standing before me, was Miss Yui.
Sensei.
Black Zephyrus 89 says, we are screwed.
I think I need some extra credit. In Mojo, baby.
Yeah, she's huge.
Oh, behave.
She was looking right at me, but she seemed decidedly out of sorts. Her hair looked disheveled, her gaze was unsteady, and her pajamas were in complete disarray. She was like a completely different person from the usual kempt educator we would come to know and love.
Well, I guess
ゆい先生、俺勝手に入っちゃって。
he needs to be educated.
Privately. I stood up frantically and held out the note had been written. Black Zephyrus 89 says, Bionic only guy. Oh, that itchy trigger finger. But Miss Yui was standing there, stupefied, with a completely vacant expression on her face.
先生。
I called out to her as gently as I could, but she was really dazed.
She doesn't like gentle.
She seemed like a ghost.
What, just because he's white?
先生、どうしちゃったんだよ。
Just because he's white?
I had a sudden uneasy feeling, worried. I walked up to Miss Yui, grabbed her shoulders, and tried to snap her out of it by shaking her. Black Zephyrus 89 says, she's drunk. But instead... Oh, that's a cough in the face.
うわ
I got it!
What?
He's Ultimate Warrior's apprentice! Grabbing, shaking her! That's where he gets his source of power from! Like Ultimate Warrior, shaking the ropes.
But this just seemed to make her cough.
Well, she can handle! She's not a warrior!
Black Zephyr 89 says, okay, that's worse. Gross.
先生
Shaking her some more, eh?
These were wet, productive coughs. And spit was shooting out of Miss Yui's mouth for each one. I don't know if that's being picked up on the stream. Black Zephyr 89 says, and here comes John Cena! Black Zephyr 89 says, dun 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 dun.
You need to learn to read. You need to learn to read. That's not Ultimate Warrior CD. That's not. That obviously says. You can't see me. You can't see me because I have no face.
Here, have a face.
Because I'm white.
Have a face.
Oh, because you give me some color, now I'm a person now?
Okay. I frankly tried to shield my face from the quick spray, but my reaction time just wasn't quick enough. That's intimate.
This is so dojo material.
I put my hand on her cheek and found it thick with slimy filaments of saliva. That is some groaning. Lou?
大丈夫ゆい先生
She sounds like she doesn't want to be here. Miss Yui hobbled back a little, then fell to her knees with a thud. She had gone completely sprawled out in the hallway, moaning and groaning the whole time.
先生
Wiping the spatterings from my face, I leaned over and took a better look at hers. I know she's like sick and maybe like dizzy and whatnot, but that's kind of pushing it. It was bright red. What was bright red? Strained breathing and a stuffy nose and visibly high fever on top of it all. Okay, we need to quarantine. She was sick as could be.
The C virus, CP virus, seems awfully inefficient. It only produces symptoms that of a common fever. Must document some more and increase its potency.
She can speak.
寒いのでも汗かいてるよ
And that's what's causing her to get cold. Black Zephyr 89 is pushy, are we?
寒い
I thought maybe her sweat had cooled her down, but then realized her disheveled pajamas simply weren't doing her any favors. With heart pounding a mile a minute and face red as a traffic light, I set about buttoning her up.
ゆい先生俺のことわかる持田だよ寒いならちゃんと布団で寝ないと出ないと治るもんも治らないって
Now, if this wasn't another anime, Satoshi would stay the evening and cook her dinner.
If this was a certain type of manga,
Yes?
they would have fallen over.
Well, we're not quite there yet. We'll see. She absent-mindedly extended her shaking arms like a zombie, slowly reopened her eyes and looked up at me.
Zombie? Zombie? Like Undertaker? Then, only thing that can defeat the Undertaker is the Ultimate Warrior!
Okay. It was the gaze of a severely fevered mind.
ゆい先生
I'm not crazy, you're crazy! She's crazy too!
Who's Tsukasa?
Like I said, he's crazy!
Uh-oh.
うわ
We reached the moment.
I'm too good at this! I don't even watch anime!
司くん司く
Is that the kitty?
No, the kitty is Monet.
Sure it is.
Miss Yui was clinging to me tightly. I couldn't move. I was frozen in shock. She began to weep.
Oh baby, behave.
んだのね
See, this is what happens when you don't forget to turn off your mojo. Yeah, baby.
つかさ
Oh, who's Tsubasa?
Tsukasa.
Who's Tsukasa? But it doesn't matter because I'm here now.
嬉しいよかった
The audio mix is kind of weird. Like she's coming out of the other channel.
She's gonna die, isn't she?
先生待って人違いだよ
It seemed like I wasn't getting through to her at all.
Turn off the mojo.
And the sensation of her chest as she held me was making it virtually impossible to fight her grip.
This is just like one of my Japanese animes.
I was utterly powerless against this opponent. Aha, we got sound effects.
This is just like one of my Japanese animes.
I never realized before just how soft a woman's chest really was.
What does this have to do with killing and dying and splat on the wall?
Yeah, what does this? God, am I that weak-willed? I had to remind myself that Miss Yui had me confused with someone else.
Stab her?
Mustering all the strength I could, I gripped her arms and tried to pry them off of me.
Well, he's trying to throw tech, but I think he's teching too late.
But she was a lot stronger than I anticipated, and I wouldn't let go of.
Yep, tech
get
way
away.
too late. It might be a command grab.
怖かったよ司くん怖かった
怖かった
まさか来てくれるなんて思わなかった
Is this like brother or friend?
うわ
As she squeezed me tightly, I felt as though my upper body might collapse under the pressure of her soft presence. I was blushing uncontrollably. Are we playing the right game?
I see fireworks right out the window. Not the type of fireworks you perverts are thinking of.
Happy Halloween, everyone!
Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, that explains Slender Man.
Yes, he's right there. Stop touching her. Yes. She's right there.
ゆい先生ちょっと離れて
I'm just trying to help him by
So,
throwing her off of him.
so much loot is going on.
Ugh. Damn it, I can't get a good
先
grip.
生ってば
Ugh. Damn it, didn't work.
I struggled to wriggle free, but Miss Yui only grabbed me tighter. Our bodies were getting more and more intertwined. And every time I squirmed, Miss Yui would just pull me in closer.
司くん
なうわ
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm coming to save you.
And her chest rose and fell erratically. Droplets of sweat slid down her cleavage. I could feel the heat of her fever radiating off of her steadily encroaching face, as well as the shoulders I grabbed in an effort to push away.
そばにいてスカタ君お願い
It's not a Saturn controller.
Damn it! It's a Sony PSP! The only thing that's... Sony products, the only thing that's immune to Sanchiro's exploding throws. I have failed you, Sanchiro. I am not worthy. I am not worthy. I have shamed Sanchiro.
And my fraud has thrown himself into the void.
だから人違い
Questions were swirling around my head. Why was Miss Yui crying? And who was this Tsukasa person? But I was most concerned for the state of her pajamas, which had become even more disheveled during our struggle. Ah! Lights!
先生パジャマズボンずり落ちてるから
スカサ君あったかい
Those are familiar words.
ゆい先生ってまあ
Realizing that not a single word was getting through to her, I sighed resignedly. I had taken care of Yuka any number of times when she caught a cold and drawn a fever, but I don't recall ever getting this bad. Miss Yu was usually calm and collected and rational. Who would ever imagine that a fever could leave her so thoroughly discombobulated? Super Shredder? Kevin
ゆい
Nash?
先生ちょっともう
Can't hear you. I'm not here.
I put more strength into my resistance, and finally her arms relaxed just the tiniest bit. But her expression changed drastically.
やだ
Something to grab onto. To pull myself out.
Too far, too far. Out of the void. Out of the womb of the void.
先生
Many giant newspapers.
俺は持田聡で司って人じゃ
行かないでやだ
Miss Yu is acting like a spoiled child. Slipping out of the shoes I'd still been wearing, I again drew close to her sprawled out form. There's no way I could just leave her like this.
後で気がついて怪しまないでくれよ
Miss Yui let out a lethargic groan, perhaps in response to my quiet murmurings. But I'm at my wit's end. I grabbed a hold of her and did my best to carry her into the back room.
Damn!
Gently wheeling her over to her unfurled futon, I then carefully laid her down, making sure I didn't drop her in the process.
All the Fujoshis are going wild. You hear that? You hear that?
I don't know, I think it's your headphones.
You hear that, Jackson?
What?
You hear all the squeals and squirmers and squeals of Fujoshis everywhere?
Perhaps. And then there was the greater matter of rebuttoning those pesky pajamas again. I hesitantly pulled up her pajama bottoms, okay, and brushed away the stray hairs that were plastered to her brow in sweat. I'd done my best to avoid seeing anything I shouldn't, but I'm a guy, so my heart was pounding the whole time. Miss Yui's pajamas was soaked through with sweat, and she really might have been better off with a change of clothes altogether. Satoshi's not the one to do that though.
No, obviously that's the cat.
But no, that would have been going way too far.
タオルとか何か拭くものでもあれば。
Noticing a convenience store bag carelessly tossed to the floor, I glanced inside. What do you think he's gonna find?
You don't want an answer to that.
なんだ、冷却シート買ってきてあるじゃん。
Cold packs, nice.
Damn it, I thought it was fried chicken.
なんで使ってないんだか。先生、ヒヤッとするけど我慢してね。
And some square watermelon.
これでよしと。
I thought the cat turned into an otter and turned fat. It's just like an awkward angle. I placed one of the compresses on her forehead and pulled the covers over her. Yeah, we're right next to her. Comfortable bed. Miss Yui appeared almost instantly relieved. She exhaled contently, and her breathing became more relaxed. Finally, she was asleep.
This reminds me more of X-Plays than it does Course Party.
Yeah, except that they're more one-dimensional.
So you're saying the characters in X-Plays were two-dimensional?
That's giving them too much credit.
Well, because they were. They're drawn. They're sprites. Not like Exert. Okay, if she is this out of it, and she's alone, how the hell is she even keeping herself alive?
Well, notice that she's tugging on his pants.
But still, she's alone. She says this bad. How is she even capable of keeping herself alive?
Luck, I guess.
No one with a fever actually acts like this, okay?
No. But she knows who's here, and she's just
No, she doesn't.
kind of.
She doesn't know we're here.
Even in sleep, Miss Yui seemed to be suffering.
Despair.
もう
Despair.
ね。なんだ、先生が心配か。だよな。俺もここまでひどいことになってるとは思
She
わな
has
かっ
C
たよ。
virus is contagious.
Well, Satoshi's gonna be sick. Monet had coiled up on my legs without me noticing, and began absentmindedly speaking to him. He mewed in response, and our conversation ended there, as my gaze was still fixed squarely on Miss Yui.
さて、どうしようか。俺、このまま帰っても大丈夫？
She wasn't in any condition to respond. But
ゆい先生。
Miss Yui's hand had slipped out from under the futon and was gently grasping at my pant leg.
I've read enough of scenes like this.
And
Yes. But no.
her grip was much weaker than before. But I knew I'd probably regret it if I went home now. Miss Yui just seemed really lonely.
And it's
仕方ないな。
Without disturbing Miss Yui's hold on me, I took a seat beside her. For the time being, I figured I'd watch over her and make sure her condition didn't worsen. Occasionally, Miss Yui breathing would become ragged, and she furrowed her brow. She was in a pretty bad way.
辛そうだな。
Wasn't there anything else I could do? I glanced quietly down the hallway. I'd noticed when I carried Miss Yui here that the kitchen near the entranceway was perfectly neat and tidy. There wasn't any indication it had been used that day at all.
飯食ってるのかな。
I bet Monet hasn't been fed either.
Where's that lasagna, punk?
Monet's gaze shifted suddenly. I followed it and saw pet bowls laid out in the corner of the room. One dish was filled to the brim with water, and the other was piled high with dry cat food. Okay, so Monet could have eaten something.
なるほど。モネはちゃんと食べてるんだな。熱出してあんな状態になってても、お前のことはちゃんと考えてくれてるんだな。でもさ、ゆい先生、まずは自分の食事の心配をしようよ。
I shook my head at the whole situation, then glanced down at Monet, who was still tilting his head as if trying to understand me.
The cat's gonna save someone from dying.
I broke into a wry smile.
It's Ree.
Ree? I thought it was Rye.
Mudada. Right! No! It doesn't work like that! No!
Rip headphone users.
We're using headphones.
I mean, the people who are watching.
What? These aren't headphones?
No, we can't hear ourselves through the headphones, just the game.
I can hear you though. And you can hear me.
Yes.
But they can't hear us!
No, these people can't hear us.
Ree? They
When
can't hear us.
When I pulled
Now
out,
I'm scared.
when I pulled out the cold packs, I noticed some cheap convenience store foods in the bag as well.
Can you hear me?
She's asleep. She won't wake up if you poke her. I guess that was going to be her food for the day. Not exactly the best stuff to eat when you're sick.
米と、あと卵くらいはきっとあるよな。
Convenience store eggs and rice?
卵がゆでも作ろう。
I was just gonna say.
先生、キッチン借りるよ。
Now, how is he exactly gonna borrow the kitchen? Huh? Is he gonna give it back? Is he gonna take the kitchen somewhere else and then bring it back? How is he supposed to borrow a kitchen?
You just use it and then not use it.
It's like when someone says, "Man, can a guy borrow a fry?" What, is he gonna bring it back?
Who says borrow a fry?
Well, I'm not using the exact same words for very, very good reasons.
I've had people ask me, can I borrow a sheet of paper? I was like, how? You're gonna use it. I don't want it.
Yeah, are you gonna bring it back? Yeah, so this is exactly the same thing. Can I borrow a fry?
I don't know, but Mr. Milhouse's dad he wants to borrow a love. Joke failed. Her face was bright red, and her half-pinched, half-content noises provided me with no clear-cut answer to my question.
She needs some Buckleys.
This is fine. I prefer the was it NyQuil or the lemon tea types?
Neocitrin.
Neocitrin. Yeah.
Oh, that's the pansy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes good. No, it's medicine. It's not supposed to taste good. You take it like a man and just down that Buckley's.
This is fine.
You take gummy chews, don't you?
If they're around. Hey, why not?
仕方
Get
な
my
い。
vitamins, I
ユイ
crush
先
an
生の代わ
orange.
りにモネに許しをもらおうかな。モネ、キッチンを借りていいか？うん、ありがとう。
After you bring me that lasagna, punk.
Mone's cries help a surge by guilt over entering a woman's apartment and boarding her kitchen.
Well, well, well. Have the gender role switch.
Not that I had any reason to feel guilty, I don't think. Anyway, I mean, circumstances were that they were what they were. I can read.
Can you?
Still, I had this nagging sense that I should have somehow felt bad about what I was doing.
ユイ先生、ごめん
Well,
な。
I guess he feels this way
ちょっと離れるよ。
because he's not used to being remotely useful. So this is a new experience for him.
And we predicted this like some time ago.
What, him being useful?
Well, him using the kitchen. One by one, I gently peeled off each of her fingers and passed it onto my pant leg. The expression on her face changed as if I was doing so, from contented rest to mild annoyance. But there was nothing to indicate that she might wake up.
When's the killing?
It's probably not for a long while at this rate.
よし、作るか。
As I stood up, Monet mewed happily and began tagging along at my heels. Okay. And Miss Yui, now resting by herself in the bedroom, let out a sudden sneeze. Here we go, finally beginning chapter 3, or episode 3.